Aaron, you okay?
Daddy, help!
I'm coming, son, I'm coming.
Ah!
Aaron!
Ah!
I'm coming, son, hold on.
Daddy, help me! Ah! Hurry, Daddy, hurry!
I'm on my way.
Hurry! Hurry!
Doctor, please help him. Do something.
I'm sorry. He just can't support his weight anymore.
No, please. Todd.
The following story is very painful and embarrassing for me to tell, but God has given me the courage to do so. Because what happened next saved my life, the lives of tens of thousands of men and women around the world, and could save yours too. Where I would go on a dramatic journey to discover a breakthrough morning trigger so controversial. It's never been revealed until today. And so powerful, it's scientifically proven to target the real root cause of your slow metabolism, unexplained belly fat, and premature aging. That, as you'll see, has nothing to do with how many carbs or sugar you eat, how much dieting or exercise you do, your genetics, thyroid, hormones, or even your age. This shockingly simple, effortless morning trigger that you can do right now, known only to the inhabitants of the exotic island in the Indian Ocean, gets to work within minutes to accelerate metabolism and burn stubborn fat. And after years of failed diets and feeling hopeless, in just weeks, made me wilt away 68 pounds of ugly fat from my face, love handles, and belly. Going from this to this. Supporting my new healthy heart and lungs, relieving me from the aches in my back, hips, and legs, and restoring my youthful energy, sex drive, and zest for life I thought I would never enjoy again. Leaving world-renowned professors and research departments speechless, and every person struggling with fat desperate to know my secret. And not just me. My wife Joanne used this quick morning trigger herself. I watched in amazement as she torched away fat from the very first night like butter in a pan. And in the weeks that followed, her confidence-robbing cellulite vanished as she miraculously lost 26 pounds of wobbly fat from all over her butt, arms, hips, and thighs to become the lean and sexy woman I'm proud to call my wife today. And still, we ate all of our favorite foods every day, like pizza, French fries, potato chips, etc. In fact, eating these foods is actually recommended. I know you may be feeling skeptical, and as unbelievable as it sounds, this is all possible with a 10-second easy and safe morning trigger that goes against everything you know about body fat. You see, they want you to believe your weight gain is your fault, that you're broken, but it's not your fault. Because in the next 2 minutes and 20 seconds, I will reveal the real cause of your slow metabolism, expanding waistline, and America's obesity crisis. The real reason why right now it's practically impossible for you to keep fat off of your body, especially for those over 40 years old. A truth proven by peer-reviewed studies published in the American Clinical Association, Journal of Applied Physiology, and the International Journal of Obesity, and hidden by the weight loss industry whose entire business relies on you never losing a single pound. The simplicity of this solution will surprise you and it may anger you. A strange, straightforward morning trigger that you can do at home, starting every day to quickly fire up your dead metabolism and stop storing body fat, but to burn it for pure energy. A 100% natural hack that has nothing to do with ab crunches, fasting, counting calories, fad diets, or even gastric bypass surgery and extreme cardio routines like CrossFit, P90X, or Insanity. And it's helped me, my wife, and over 213,508 everyday women, men, mothers, fathers, and grandparents who have tried every single diet and exercise under the sun with no success to finally take back control.
I did it for me. I just wanted to choose me for a change. I have a really busy work schedule, so it was just really, really effortless to fit into my life.
For me, it's not just the numbers on the scale, it's the way it makes me feel. So, I mean, my heart is healthy now. My lungs, they're big and strong. I tell you what, being able to walk upstairs without getting out of breath, that sounds simple, but for me, it's life-changing.
I'm now down 42 pounds since I started. My mom, she really encouraged me, to try this every morning, and I gave it a go. And since then, my life has completely changed. My cravings have gone, and I'm very happy to say that I'm now a healthy size.
Being a busy nurse is easy to slip into bad eating habits and not look after yourself. So I needed a strategy that was easy to stick to, something quick and effective. And this morning habit was just that. After a few weeks, I lost 19 pounds.
The feeling you get when you measure each day and the inches just start falling off, It is the best feeling.
Instead of being tired and achy, I now feel energized, my joints feel smooth, flexible. I feel amazing.
Thanks to doing this trigger each morning, it's like someone's taken the heavy weight out of my chest and I'm free and I'm much lighter. I mean, I've lost 28 pounds, but knowing I'm healthy inside and out, it's just the best gift.
Amazing. Every single day I get thousands of new success stories from people around the world who have had amazing results just like this. You may not believe me yet, but all I ask is that you watch the rest of this short video. Try this once-in-a-lifetime method for yourself today, the way I did not too long ago. Because just as I can promise the sun will rise tomorrow morning, so can I promise this will work for you too. No matter if you're male or female, 18 or 80 years old, 10 pounds or 100 pounds overweight, or have been that way for 10 weeks or 10 years, or whether you've tried every single diet plan, exercise, or gym program out there, or simply worried about future health complications. You may think you've seen it all and tried it all before, but the truth is you and your doctor simply do not know about this unconventional breakthrough. I can guarantee it. And until now, that's been the problem. It's been hidden right under our noses and kept from us by the folks we trust to make us better. In the US alone, the weight loss industry is worth $80 billion a year. And they're scared. Trust me, they do not want you to see this video, because what I'm about to reveal could destroy their business model overnight. The very same cash cow that will never help you lose weight and keep it off, but to keep you a customer for life. I honestly don't know how much longer I'll be able to keep this presentation online, so listen up, because we don't have much time. This information will save your life or the life of someone you love. Today I'm offering you the chance to finally torch that stubborn belly fat. Just imagine. No more worries about unsupported heart health. No more worries about what the public thinks about how you look, or what your husband or wife really thinks about your naked body but is too scared to tell you. No more worries about what you're eating in public or people smirking at you or judging you. Instead, you eat all your favorite foods, when you want, guilt-free. You quickly banish cravings and melt pounds of toxic fat like clockwork from your belly, hips, and face. You support healthy arteries, heart, strong bones, and fertility. You lubricate your joints and burn deadly visceral fat around your organs. You slip into skin-tight, sexy clothing, the kind you never dreamed of. You restore your youthful energy and vitality, renewing your skin, hair, and nails, and turbo boost your sex drive, making you look and feel decades younger. And with your healthy body comes a newly supported immune system. It's time to free yourself from the prison of belly fat once and for all. Does that sound good to you? So close the door, get a pen and paper, and make sure you stick this video out until the very end, because I promise you can do all of this with a simple 10-second trigger that I'm about to reveal every morning before breakfast. Yes, it's really that easy. Hi, I'm Todd Pittman. I'm no doctor. I'm no nutritionist. I'm no Harvard University researcher. You know who I am? I'm you. I'm a real person. I'm a 46-year-old civil engineer, and I live with my wife Joanne and my 8-year-old son Aaron in Asheville, North Carolina. I've led teams of engineers to design, build, and supervise the construction of complex infrastructures like skyscrapers, tunnels, and power plants. But for me, my work as part of a nonprofit organization is where my heart lies. We've built disaster-resistant buildings in Rwanda, set up renewable energy systems in Kenya, and complex clean water systems in tsunami-hit Sri Lanka. I tell you this because I've seen firsthand what it's like to lose control. Just like a hurricane or tsunami can turn on you, so can your body. And that's what happened to me. Telling my story is deeply emotional for me, but God compels me to do so. And soon, you will discover the truth about your belly fat, something you've never heard before. It starts about 8 years ago. I was happily married to my wife, Joanne. She was pregnant with our only child, Aaron. We were enjoying life and taking our health for granted every day. I was one of the fittest engineers in the office. I ran fitness training after work for the guys. I was fast, energetic, and not an ounce of fat on me. I had been athletic my whole life, a track champion in my early teens and the football team in college. My energy and zest for life was one of the things that made Joanne fall in love with me. But every week that passed, I noticed my body was changing. I started craving junk food like ice cream and chocolate, and although my diet was the same, I got heavier on the scales and my pants got tighter and tighter. My back was covered in sweat, and I'd be out of breath just walking from my car to the office. It was so embarrassing. And as my energy dropped, so did my confidence, to the point where I was put on desk work and barred from site visits. I went to see our family doctor, who was very concerned and warned me I needed to do something before my health deteriorated further, or worse. He recommended, you guessed it, diet and exercise. And although I didn't know it, this would mark the beginning of an 8-year nightmare. We spent thousands on meal deliveries, home gym equipment, gym memberships, ab crunchers, and not to mention the fitness classes like CrossFit, Zumba, Insanity, P90X, and more. I tried every fad diet you've heard of. Paleo, keto, vegan, low carb, low fat, fasting. I tried sleeping pills, detox cleanses, and hypnosis. And I'm not going to tell you that these diets and exercise programs didn't do anything. They did help me drop 1 or 2 pounds, but like so many people, I couldn't stick to any of them. And after the hope and enthusiasm with every new diet came the crushing disappointment when it would inevitably fail. And the weight came back plus a little more. And every time this happened, I turned to comfort food. As the years rolled by, my energy levels, vitality, mood, general health, and well-being went rapidly downhill. And although the doctor's diets were supposed to help, I piled on more weight. Within 3 years, I put on a huge 37 pounds. Within 6 years, I was 68 pounds overweight. I hadn't looked in a mirror in months. Every time I looked down, grabbing my belly, I felt shame and guilt for letting myself go and not being able to do anything about it. You see, I know exactly what you're going through. The relentless exhaustion, the pants that don't fit, the binging, the scale anxiety. I get it because I live those feelings every day. On top of it all, our sex life had completely gone. I'm embarrassed to admit it, but it was impossible to be intimate with my wife. And the more weight I put on, the more depressed I became. And the further away I drifted from the man Joanne had fallen in love with. Until one evening, I overheard Joanne on the phone upstairs.
I love him, Ashley. I really do. But nothing's working. I want to help him. I want him to get better, but I'm lost. He just isn't the Todd I married. I feel so bad. I just don't find him attractive anymore.
I felt powerless and weak in a way I never thought I could. I should be the father, the protector, not an emotional and financial burden. How could I help and support my family if I can't even help myself? And 1 week later it happened. A scary event. But oddly enough, it was the best thing to happen to me, as you'll soon discover. Joanne was out, and Aaron was upstairs playing when I heard a huge bang. Aaron started screaming for help. I jolted out of my seat. I stood up and ran upstairs as fast as I could. My mind was there, but my body just couldn't keep up. My chest started pounding harder and harder. My breathing got heavier and heavier. I got halfway up before complete darkness. Next thing I remember, I was coming to, wires poking out of me in complete confusion. Hello, what? Where am I?
Oh, I'm so glad to hear your voice, honey.
Aaron, is Aaron okay?
Yes, he's fine, He hurt his leg, but he's okay. Luckily, Mr. Wilson from next door heard. He saved your life. You got here just in time, Todd. Your heart cannot cope anymore, Todd.
Joanne burst into tears as she hugged Aaron by my bedside. I could see him cold, hopeless, and frightened at the thought of losing me. It broke my heart. She knew the facts. If you're overweight, you're 62% more likely to have a heart attack, 64% more likely to have a stroke, 81% more likely to have coronary artery disease, and 22% more likely to get Alzheimer's. Kept thinking of my boy Aaron. The thought of not seeing him grow up, the man he'd become. I'd never see the pride on Joanne's face as her only child gets married, or welcoming our first grandchild into the world, something we've really been looking forward to. All the missed birthdays, anniversaries, and vacations away with our children, our grandchildren. I prayed to God to give me a miracle, to help me. And now I know He heard me. So listen carefully, because what happened next is the most eye-opening moment of my life, and the breakthrough I needed, and you need too. They kept me in for a few days for monitoring. It was a close call, they said, and I might not be as lucky next time. The doctor on call each night was Dr. Albert Tabera, a medical consultant on a 4-week transfer from Madagascar to teach about his medical practices back home. A highly intelligent man, he was one of the friendliest doctors I think I had ever met, with a great sense of humor, considering English is his second language. Every night we would talk while the ward slept. He told me all about his life in his home country of Madagascar, a magical island in the Indian Ocean off the coast of Africa. Did you know it's the most diverse and unique ecosystem in the world? And it's home to plants and animals found nowhere else on Earth? Over 90% of all animals and plants on Madagascar are unique to the island. In fact, many remedies and medicines for blood sugar, heart and pain like aspirin and metformin derive from exotic Madagascan plants such as white willow, wintergreens, and goat's rue. And as he told me the beauty of his home, I told him about my story. How my marriage was close to breaking down, my wife no longer found me attractive, my inability to play with my child anymore because I was so overweight, my hopelessness. We became close friends over these nights. And the last night before I left in the morning, I asked him, I begged him, if he knew anything, anything at all to help me where a decade of American diets and exercise had failed.
Todd, my friend, I'm glad you asked me. It's well known that if you have unexplained weight gain, if you're struggling to lose weight and nothing seems to be working, it always means a slow metabolism. It's a fact. I've been looking at your results. Yours is 50% less, half that of a slim person. But I promise you, you don't need to worry a second more. I have the answer for you. First, let me explain. You probably already know this, but when you have a slow metabolism, you store the food you eat as fat, which means low energy, unexplained weight gain, and hunger and cravings for junk food. On the other hand, a fast metabolism means your body burns the food you eat and existing fat stores for high energy and no cravings. Have you had times when you've eaten just one slice of pizza or a tiny slice of cake and hours later it sticks to your belly? Well, it's not your fault. It's your slow metabolism. Something the weight loss companies won't tell you. And your American doctor doesn't know. With a metabolism this low, you'll never lose weight with exercise. And dieting? Well, that only causes further metabolic slowdown as your body enters starvation mode and tries to conserve energy by reducing the number of calories it burns. And this is why I don't believe in exercise and diet for slow metabolism. People are desperately dieting and exercising more than ever, yet human metabolisms have actually been slowing down over the past 100 years or more, and obesity has been rising. And when you get over 35 years old, this problem gets even worse. This year, they reported the US obesity rate as 40%. So not surprising the weight loss industry of diets and exercising programs is worth over $80 billion. It's a big business now.
I was shocked, but Dr. Tabera was absolutely right. I could imagine the greedy weight loss industry CEOs laughing as they cash their multi-million-dollar bonus checks at the expense of people like you and I, knowing their solutions are never going to work. It made me sick. So if you thought that your lack of exercise caused your weight gain, or if you thought that you didn't diet enough or try the right diet plan, think again. I know this because in just 1 minute, I will reveal to you the real little known cause of slow metabolism as proven by clinical studies, as well as a simple 10-second morning trigger you could do right now to speedily reverse your belly fat, arm fat, hip fat, and thigh fat. So what causes a slow metabolism, Doc? That's what I asked him. Dr. Tabera gave me a knowing smile, walked off, and returned 20 minutes later with a piece of paper. I thought it was his email address until I looked closer.
You're smart, Todd. Look at this. It will help you. You're the first Westerner to know this. Do it in the morning. Goodbye, my friend.
I took the paper from Dr. Tabera and thanked him for everything he'd done for me. With that, he shook my hand, nodded at me, and I never saw him again. On the paper was some recipe with a bunch of strange plants and herbs I never heard of. Only then did I remember Dr. Tabera would carefully take out a leather pouch and season every meal of his with a bright mixture he brought from home. I saw someone ask to try it and he politely refused. To him, it was more precious than gold. And the minute I got home, I began researching what was inside. First on the recipe was the seeds of something called African mango, an incredible anti-aging superfood native to Madagascar, full of antioxidants, vitamins and minerals like calcium and iron, and eaten every day by the Madagascan people. African mango seeds not only support healthy blood sugar by as much as 25%, but good cholesterol and inhibit dangerous free radicals by as much as 78%. But more importantly, they trigger a strange thermal effect in our bodies. They normalize something called our core body temperature. Core temperature, I never heard of that before. You see, core body temperature isn't that what your home thermometer can measure. It's different to the temperature of your skin, to how you feel. It's the temperature of deep inside you, your internal organs and cells, and it's consistent throughout the day. Whether you're freezing up on the icy mountains of Siberia or sweating in the heat of the Gobi Desert, your core temperature will always be the same. But what does core temperature have to do with your belly fat? I had no idea until I searched deeper and struck gold. In 2018, researchers from Switzerland did something peculiar, and they measured the core body temperatures of 4,224 men and women over 40. Then discovered something incredible. Every single overweight participant had a much lower core temperature than normal, than the levels of the slim participants. They published their results in the International Journal of Obesity, concluding a significant association with low core body temperature and obesity worldwide. Another little-known study from Scotland studied men and women with an average age of 54 and found the same exact results. The lower their core temperature, the fatter they were. Then I found another study from the American Clinical Association that made everything crystal clear. They found for each drop in core temperature, your metabolism slows 13%, essentially increasing your daily calorie intake by one glazed donut. I couldn't believe it. Study after study scientifically proving how when your core temperature is low, your metabolism is slow. And remember, core temperature has nothing to do with our environment. Because while global warming means our planet is warming up every year and we're feeling hotter, your core temperature is doing the opposite. In 1850, a German physician named Karl Wunderlich carefully took millions of readings from people in his city to discover the normal core temperature, 98.6. But recently, scientist Dr. Personnett gathered core readings from the past 170 years and discovered something shocking. Every decade, our core temperature has dropped by 9/100ths of a degree Fahrenheit. It may not sound like a lot, but as you know, even the smallest drop in core temperature massively slows metabolism as it enters hibernation or survival mode. Uses little to no energy and stores food as fat, just like a bear hibernating to survive the winter. Check out this graph from Dr. Personnett's study. Our average core temperatures today are much lower than those from 1850. And remember this graph of obesity over time? Notice how our core temperatures have dropped since 1850, and our waistlines have grown. Finally, it all made sense. Dr. Personnett believes that the drop in core body temperature over time due to less illness because of improved healthcare. So ironically, a side effect of our better health over the past 150 years means we're getting fatter and fatter. You see, this is the real root cause of your slow metabolism, of your unexplained weight gain, fatigue, headaches, and aging. Not sugar or carbs, not lack of exercise, not lack of willpower. It's not your fault. So it's no wonder Dr. Tabera and the Madagascan islanders who eat high carb and high sugar diets have one of the lowest rates of fat in the world. It must be this traditional recipe they eat, right? My eyes welled up with tears as I stopped reading and sat back in my chair. I wasn't sad. For the first time in decades, I felt hope that I could finally get rid of my ugly belly fat, feel like myself again, and help rekindle my relationship with my wife. But don't go out and import a crate of African mango seeds from Madagascar just yet, because that's only half the story and not enough to reset your core temperature and wake up your sleeping metabolism. Next on the recipe was fucoxanthin, a pigment found inside a unique seaweed from their coastline that supports a healthy inflammatory response, healthy blood glucose levels by up to 20%, and a healthy liver, brain, bones, and skin. But guess what? Fucoxanthin is scientifically proven to stabilize your core temperature as well. Next, leaves of the moringa tree, an exotic plant bursting with vitamin A, B6, and C, and full of antioxidants like quercetin, which improve blood pressure. And yes, this has a significant thermal balancing effect on core temperature too. Last were citrus bioflavonoids from a fruit called Vigorod orange. Citrus bioflavonoids are incredible with antioxidant and antibacterial properties. And yes, exactly, they too fix core temperature. I was shaking with excitement. My heart was pounding. I felt like I won the lottery. I couldn't believe the secrets hidden in this bizarre Madagascan recipe. A clinically proven solution to target the root cause of my sleeping metabolism and torch away nasty fat. Yet my own doctor in the entire medical industry never told me about it. All they wanted to do was sell me more exercise plans, diet plans, and medications. I wanted to start right away, but I came across a problem. It took weeks to search for suppliers of the exotic superfoods, thousands of dollars in shipping fees to buy them. More time to painstakingly extract the potent seeds, leaves, and pigments one by one. Then measure them into the exact required ratio for the recipe. And by the time I was finished, I was exhausted and didn't even have a day's worth of the mixture. I understand now why Dr. Tabera was so protective in his mixture and kept enough for his entire trip hidden safely in his locker. I needed help. A friend connected me to Dr. Reginald Stone, a metabolic and anti-aging specialist with 32 years of experience. He'd worked exclusively for top celebrities, many you'd know by name. He had signed photos of many on display throughout his modern office. As it turned out, Dr. Stone had a personal interest in what I was doing. His own wife had unexplained weight gain and a slow metabolism, and he had no idea what the cause was. He was one of those rare people who exuded charisma, warmth, and intelligence. When we first met, he greeted me with a firm handshake and a big smile.
This is remarkable, Todd. Your research is 100% correct. We all know that skinny person who eats whatever they want and never seems to put on weight. Well, they aren't special. They don't have a secret. Your research now proves they just have a normal core body temperature. And we are all unique, with unique core temperatures based on our body type. That's why some people have a slower metabolism than others. When you normalize your core temperature, you fire up your slow metabolism and effortlessly melt away stubborn fat around the clock. Understand that core temperature is not like your regular temperature. Whether you feel hot or cold, it will remain the same. You can't just jump into a sauna and fix this. In fact, scientists have wondered for decades if it's even possible to do. But I'm now certain it's with these unique plants you've discovered. This is a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. You're lucky. My celebrity clients would have paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for this secret. I'd love to help you.
Dr. Stone did everything. He sourced all the exclusive ingredients and nutrients in bulk from some of his most vetted, trusted, and certified suppliers from Madagascar and from around the world. He wasn't finished. He then spent weeks researching and discovered 2 specific nutrients that aid absorption and boosted the fat-melting power rate of the original Madagascan recipe by another 300%. 100 milligrams of turmeric root, which supports healthy brain function but also makes for an incredible thermal turbocharger to reset your core temperature. And 40 milligrams of ginger root, which reduces sugar and carb cravings and improves digestion by 50%, enhancing the effect of the other ingredients. Dr. Stone then contacted one of the most prestigious high-tech manufacturing facilities based in the USA, who have agreed to carefully prepare all of the ingredients into a single, tiny, and easy-to-swallow veggie capsule every morning before breakfast. Inside, 4 anti-aging superfoods and 2 results-boosting ingredients that, if taken alone, would be little effect. But when combined in the exact clinically proven ratios and amounts, and taken at the right time of day, would power up your dead metabolism to not store fat, but burn it off like butter in a microwave. All while supporting a healthy liver, bones, blood pressure, joints, and heart. Instead of powders which would absorb too fast, a single convenient and safe capsule allowed for an all-day release and absorption of the potent mixture for fat loss even when sleeping. Nothing like this had ever been attempted before in the history of weight loss, and I literally couldn't wait to get started. The best part was, because this bespoke proprietary blend is 100% plant-based and natural, and the facility where we produced our capsules is based in the USA, FDA registered and GMP certified, I didn't have to wait for approval. We just needed one willing patient to put the protocol to the test. And of course, that patient was me. As soon as the first batch of tiny relaxing capsules arrived, I started. I stopped exercising and eating less as instructed. Still, I was a little skeptical. I thought I must be a little crazy, but by the grace of God, it did work fast. Hours after I started, I noticed the warmth of real, powerful nutrition flowing through my veins. And the first morning, I'd lost half an inch but thought nothing of it. But every morning that followed, as my metabolism awakened, my weight was dropping. Down, 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 and down. And before I had time to buy new jeans, 68 pounds of raw, ugly fat had melted off my belly, hips, thighs, and arms, like taking a blowtorch to butter. My sugar cravings vanished and my metabolism was like a fat-burning furnace, all while I was still eating cake, pizza, chocolate, and all of my favorite foods. I fell asleep instantly. I was sleeping deeper. I woke up every morning refreshed with all-day energy, wide awake, and ready to go before my alarm even went off. My skin was firm and radiant. My hair was healthier. My bloating and gassiness disappeared. My joints were smooth and supple. When I touched my belly, arms, and legs, instead of soft fat, I could feel toned muscle. I looked forward to it every morning. I opened my cupboard, grabbed a capsule and a glass of water, and got on with my day stress-free. The most amazing part was watching my stomach, watching the fat I used to grab in absolute disgust. The fat I'd been fighting for years and years quickly shrank away to nothing. And listening to my compliments from my family, my colleagues at work who doubted me, now begging me for my secret. I could always turn heads and catch sight of the female engineers at work eyeing me up. But truthfully, I only cared about one person, my wife Joanne. Seeing her go from barely noticing her own husband to not being able to keep her hands off me. This is what made it all worthwhile for me. And not only was Joanne back in love with me again and enjoying my new body, but she had rapidly dropped 26 pounds herself by using this easy morning trick. And the spark was back and our marriage was stronger than ever. I felt so grateful and fortunate to finally experience what life should have been like. What I had been missing out on for so many years. I could mow the lawn, walk the dog, do my woodworking, and still have energy left over to throw a ball with my boy in the backyard for hours. I could go out to restaurants and not have to worry about how tired I would get, or what food I could eat, or people smirking at me. And all it took was 5 seconds of my time in one tiny calming capsule every morning before breakfast to trigger my metabolism. I went back to see Dr. Stone. His face went from a welcoming smile to outright astonishment as he looked at my slim athletic body, and then complete disbelief when he saw my health markers.
I'm so happy for you, Todd. This is even more incredible than I ever expected. You're down 9 inches on your waist. Your heart, blood sugar, and blood pressure is that of a 20-year-old. Your serotonin levels, the happy hormone, are 35% higher. Your resting heart rate has dropped 10 beats. And best of all, your metabolic rate is 125% faster. That's more than double it was just weeks ago. This shows you the incredible power a normal core temperature has on our metabolism and health. Truly remarkable.
Can you imagine when your doctor tells you the same? How you will feel? It was like a time machine taking me back 8 years before this nightmare began. That summer, Joanne and I went hiking on the majestic Blue Ridge Mountains. Every step I took, I thanked God for giving me my life back. We sat there at 5 a.m. and watched the sunrise over the forest below, Joanne warm and safe in my arms. I'm man enough to admit I burst into tears. Memories I could only have dreamt of not long ago. I was desperate to get the formula out to as many people as possible, but Dr. Stone warned me that one person wasn't proof that it worked. So we put adverts online and recruited 1,345 men, women, mothers, fathers from all walks of life and put it to the test. They had to be over 40, struggling with unexplained weight gain, tired, hungry, and fed up with diets and exercise. The results were way more incredible than any one of us could have imagined. Within just a few weeks, every single of the 1,345 people experienced a rapid restart and turbo boost of their metabolism, from 80% to 170% faster metabolic rates. Cravings and appetites went away. Energy levels soared. Dangerous visceral fat around organs vanished. Back pain, joint pains, and aches disappeared. Brain fog lifted. Stress and anxiety disappeared. Sex drive, libido returned and rocketed. They supported healthy hearts, arteries, and blood pressure. Many reported seeing their abs for the very first time in their lives. They felt freedom. A total of 97% of participants went on to lose over 37 pounds of fat, a grand total of 48,248 pounds for that group. The other 3% lost over 25 pounds, but were no less happy with their new bodies and health. They've been given a second chance at life. Let's hear from some of them now.
My result is a 44 pounds weight loss. So I put on quite a lot of weight with my first son because I just thought it would come off afterwards, you know? I was young, but it remained the same. I was getting comfortable in my relationship and my life, you know, so my weight kept going up and up. I looked bloated in the face and I hid my body. At my biggest, I was 258 pounds. The hardest part? I was covered with this thick, stubborn fat. You know, the fat that just doesn't go away no matter what you do? I felt awful, basically. So anyway, I came across Todd's Metabolism Fix. I was blown away. It just opened my eyes to what was happening and why everything I'd tried before had failed. I've now lost all that nasty, stubborn fat. I feel like a yummy mummy. You can really do it and be as happy as me, which I can tell you is the greatest feeling ever.
I am down 37 pounds since I started this metabolism trigger each morning. For me, my weight problem started when I unfortunately lost my job, and it meant I did a lot of nothing all day and, of course, piled on the pounds. I was number one for going to the gym due to my size, and I was so self-conscious. I wasn't good at dieting either. You know, why should I spend my life depriving myself of nice food? I can't tell you how great Todd's solution is. Everything makes sense now. It allows me to live my life how I want, no exceptions. I can be the slim, healthy man I should be, while still enjoying food and life. It's the perfect balance.
I've made my life's mission to help as many people as possible take back control of their metabolism with this never-seen-before breakthrough formula. And now that you've seen how it's worked for me and everyone else, I want you to see how it works for you. It is my honor to introduce Metacore, the world's first 100% natural solution to fix the scientifically proven root cause of your slow metabolism, low core temperature. Metacore is the only product in the world with a proprietary blend of 6 of the highest quality, ancient detoxifying nutrients and plants in the exact clinically proven quantities to normalize core temperature and in turn trigger and supercharge metabolism for both men and women. Your daily nourishing Metacore capsule is manufactured here in the USA in our FDA approved and GMP, Good Manufacturing Practice, certified facility under the most sterile, strict, and precise standards. Each made from 100% plant-based ingredients, vegetarian, non-GMO, and safe. There are no dangerous toxins, stimulants, or caffeine, so no jittery feelings and they aren't habit or tolerance forming. Nothing like this has ever been created in history, and no discovery like this will ever come again. Electrifying your metabolism and enjoying all-day energy with Metacor is so easy it'll feel like you're cheating at life. Yet it's more powerful than any diet or exercise on the planet you've ever tried or ever will try in your lifetime. And because these exotic nutrients hail from Madagascar, the most diverse and healthiest island on Earth, they aren't only incredible for your metabolism, blood sugar, and waistline, but help support healthy heart, brain, joints, and much more. So you'll also be improving your complete health at the same time. And the best part is, you don't need to starve yourself or do another second of back-breaking exercise ever again. Here we are, ready for you to finally get the metabolism, flat belly, and slim body you've been dreaming of and which you deserve. 213,508 people have already had life-changing results with Metacor. Take it now and achieve the same dramatic improvements in metabolism yourself. It's really that simple. And you can get access to everything in the next 90 seconds. So if you're ready for something big, something new, something exciting, then it starts right here by you taking a stand and saying, yes, I'm ready for the change that Metacor can bring into my life. So ask yourself this: what would you pay for a clinically proven solution to burn pounds of fat like clockwork all day, even while you're sleeping? To finally feel what it's like to touch with your own fingers a flat belly, toned abs, thighs, and hips. To restore the freedom of your younger years. To have your husband or wife look at you with desire again. And your friends jealous of the amazing changes you've made to your body. To never feel like you have to deprive yourself of any of your favorite foods. Or to burden your family with worry about your health. Just imagine that for a second. Really let yourself feel what that would be like. Doesn't it almost take your breath away? Then tell me, how much would it be worth? 10 grand? 5 grand? Although Dr. Stone recommended that I sell a 30-day supply of Metacor for $997, which is thousands of dollars cheaper than how much he will soon charge his celebrity clients. And my wife Joanne suggested $597. And although it's already helped over 213,508 men and women who would happily pay triple that amount after seeing the results for themselves, this isn't about the money for me. I know what it feels like to feel your health slip away like sand through your fingers. To watch as your belly fat takes control of your life and zaps your energy as you try and struggle for years to fight a slow metabolism. Wondering why nothing is working and not being able to do anything about it. I don't want this for you. I feel blessed to have found this amazing formula, and now I want to share it with you. The truth is, all I'm trying to do is cover my costs here to keep this website running as long as I can, so as many people as possible can benefit. The last thing I want to do is have price be a factor in your decision. So even though I will soon charge $297 for a bottle of Metacor, you don't have to pay that either. You're here watching this presentation and showing me your trust, and since you want the absolute best for yourself and to live the healthiest life possible, for a limited time only, you can get a 30-day supply of Metacor for a simple one-time fee of just $59. Yes, $59. But before you order, as you've seen in the studies today, the doctors and Dr. Stone who have researched these natural ingredients recommend you take Metacor for at least 90 to 180 days to assure you fully address low core temperature and reach your optimal metabolism and desired weight and lock in those results. So to guarantee the most life-changing results, I'm going to let you order 90 days worth of Metacor or 180 days worth today at an incredible limited time discount, which will save you even more money on today's special low pricing. As I said, this is special pricing only for today or until our limited run of inventory runs out. The price of our nutrients is rising fast due to demand, and we're selling our current inventory stock out fast. More reason why I'm picking up to 90 to 180 days worth of Metacor is a smart decision. And yes, your order today is a one-time payment with no auto-ship subscriptions or hidden charges. You just like those as much as I do. Look below now. If Metacor is still in stock, you'll see your 3 money-saving options below this video. Select your package and click the button to proceed to our safe 256-bit secure order page that looks exactly like this. Then fill in your order information and confirm your order, and we'll get your Metacor package sent directly to your door right away. Remember, Metacor is only available on this page. It's not available for purchase anywhere else on the internet, and it's not found in any stores. I've eliminated all middlemen to get you the very best pricing available. This is your one and only chance to get your hand on this exclusive bespoke metabolism supercharging formula. I hate to say this, but the clock is ticking. Stock is running out very quickly. Why would you waste a second more when the solution is right here at your fingertips? Make your choice below right now.
I've lost 46 pounds. I feel really awesome now. I don't worry how I look in front of my friends. You know, like, I'm not embarrassed by myself anymore.
I've gone down 5 notches in my belt buckle. Maybe even into my second month of using Metacore, my weight didn't plateau. Actually, my metabolism was still getting faster and I lost weight even quicker. It was crazy.
So I wanted to lose weight for my wedding and feel good about myself on my honeymoon, but I had left it really late and I didn't have much time to lose it. And I guess it was fate I found Metacore because I went on to lose 16 pounds all in time for the big day. I actually had my dress altered quite a bit to fit me. And I felt beautiful on my wedding day. Truly special.
Metacore changed my life. I feel so proud of myself. In fact, my friends now comment on how slim and young I look, how clear my skin is. One friend was so impressed with me, she even purchased some herself and started her own journey.
I'm down 31 pounds. In the morning, my pajamas were so loose that I had to hold them up to run to the bathroom. Taking Metacore made me realize that it wasn't my fault that I was fat, and I wasn't a failure.
I feel so much lighter now. I don't sweat as much, and I'm more comfortable in my body. I even find things like gardening and long evening walks with my wife enjoyable now.
With Metacore, it all happened so fast for me, and I was slim before I even knew it. And then as time went on, the more weight I started to lose. It's just incredible.
If you're a little skeptical that this can work for you, I completely understand. After all, you've been lied to and manipulated your entire life into believing that medications, diet, and exercise are your only choice to break free from your belly fat and boost metabolism. Because of course, the $80 billion weight loss industry or your own doctor will never tell you that there's a quick, easy, and natural way to lose weight. So here's what I'm gonna do. To prove to you that this formula works and you have absolutely nothing to worry about, I'm going to give you a 60-day risk-free money-back guarantee. If you don't experience a dramatic restart of your metabolism, if you don't see the fat rapidly melt off of you day by day, if you do not feel overflowing with energy and enthusiasm as your core temperature is balanced, or even if you change your mind for any reason at all, even if you use up to the entire bottle, and if you still want to get your money back, it won't be an issue. All you need to do is contact us within 60 days, and we will refund you the purchase price right away. That's right, we're giving you 2 full months to decide, 2 months to test drive this miracle formula. Sound good to you? Truth is, some people aren't ready to fix their metabolism and experience these life-changing results. And that's fine. If that's the way you feel, then feel free to leave this website right now. This solution isn't for you. But if you're ready to transform your entire life, then all you have to do to claim your discount and take advantage of this amazing deal is choose your package below right now. No hidden fees or subscriptions, no auto ship. Just a safe and simple, secure, one-time simple fee. Metacore is only available for purchase on this page. So choose below right now. And remember, your order is 100% protected by my 60-day money-back guarantee. Okay, it's time to take action. You might not know it, but you're in an important crossroads in your life right now. And you really just have 2 options, leading to 2 very different lives. So listen carefully as I tell you what your 2 options are so you can make the right choice for yourself. Option 1, you can choose to do exactly what the mainstream healthcare system wants you to do and carry on. But remember, by doing this, you'll never be free to eat what you want. You'll never escape the cycle of dieting and exercise, which was never designed to keep weight loss off for life. It was designed to keep you trapped in the yo-yo effect until the day you die. That's what the weight loss industry system wants you to do. It locks you into a lifetime of meal plans and expensive fads. I think you already know what will happen if you do take this option because you felt it so many times before. That feeling of hopelessness, of being trapped in your own body, of feeling yourself get heavier and more exhausted and more fed up with your struggle with your weight and your body every single day. Wondering why it is so hard for you to get in shape and stay in shape. Or feeling guilty because you aren't spending hours and hours at the gym every single week pedaling as fast as you can but not getting anywhere at all. I know you don't want that. The average American will spend $111,500 in their attempt to lose weight over their lifetime. That's the financial cost of doing nothing. The human cost is far greater. Heart attack, stroke, diabetes, Alzheimer's, your risk of which is greatly increased when you're overweight. That's not to mention the poor sleep, anxiety, brain fog, depression, and mental turmoil it can bring. Cutting your life short by years, even decades. Is that really a risk you want to take to save a bit of money? Truth is, I know you're sick of seeing your ugly, flabby belly fat staring at you every time you look in the mirror. Or pretending it doesn't bother you and that you're okay with the body that you have right now. of yearning to know what it's like to have power and control and energy like you did when you were a kid. Until your final days, you'll be a burden on your family and friends. I know you don't want that. And I don't think you would have listened to me up to this point to just give up now. I know I'm being hard on you, but if you sit there and do nothing about your sleeping metabolism, this is what happens. I don't want you to feel bad. I just don't want this to happen to you. There is a way out of this. The doorway to a life where you're free of your belly fat is right in front of you. I've opened it for you. You only need to walk through it. Which is why I want you to take a second here and seriously consider taking option number 2, where you can say goodbye to your belly fat for good. You can start enjoying life again. You can enjoy your favorite foods and desserts without worry. You can live a long, happy life with the energy you need to and what you enjoy most. You can take vacations, eat at restaurants without shame or embarrassment, play with your children or grandchildren for hours. You can be free. All it takes is investing in a one-time payment in Metacore today. In a lot of ways, it's the easier road because all it takes on your part is deciding that you love yourself enough to say yes right now. Simply choose your package below. Enter your payment information on our secure order form right now before life gets in the way, and claim your spot in the Metacore family. Remember, we recommend a 90 to 180 day package for the best and longest lasting results. This is a one-time payment. There's no auto ship or hidden subscriptions at all. Over 213,000 Americans have reset their metabolism and rapidly melted away hundreds of thousands of pounds of fat. This is your chance to join them. But time is running out. This limited time special discount will expire at any moment. So act fast now and make the right decision. Make the only decision you can make, both for yourself and your family. Choose your package below and put Metacore to the test, completely risk-free for a full 60 days. And start enjoying your precious life the way it was meant to be enjoyed. The only place you can purchase Metacore is right here on this page. Every Metacore capsule is 100% safe and plant-based. There are no stimulants, no caffeine, no toxins. Each capsule will leave you feeling relaxed and satisfied as your belly reduces and your cravings vanish. Look below. Choose your package now at this limited time pricing while stocks last. This has been Todd Pittman. Thank you for listening. Hey, you still here? In case you have any questions, I've collected a few of the most common ones here to answer. I want to make sure that you feel confident and comfortable with your decision to order today. So number 1 is it safe? Metacore has been taken by thousands of folks with no reported side effects. The only side effect is having to spend money on new tight-fitting sexy clothing or to cancel your gym membership. And Metacore is a lot safer than starvation diets or hours of high-intensity cardio at the gym because you are restoring your body's core temperature rather than disrupting it further. Addressing low core temperature is the single most important thing you can do right now for a turbocharged metabolism and long-lasting results now and into old age. Metacore is safer than your daily multivitamin. It has natural ingredients and they're extremely high quality, manufactured at an FDA-inspected, state-of-the-art facility. It's on the latest equipment, and then on top of that, they're put through additional third-party inspections and quality control so you can rest assured that Metacore is safe. What results can I reasonably expect? When you start Metacore, be prepared for some big changes. As your core temperature is addressed and metabolism is boosted, you can expect stubborn fat to decrease from all over your body. You can expect your skin to glow and feel plump and fresh. Your hair will get silkier and your joint pain will ease. Now, of course, the point is everyone is different. Everyone has slightly different body chemistry, so it's difficult to say for sure which benefit you might experience first. The best way to find out is to claim your own supply. Grab one of 3 packages below and just give it a shot. With our 60-day money-back guarantee, you can feel totally safe doing that. Most folks are surprised because they have no idea how much their metabolism has been ruining their life. They get Metacore just thinking they want to break through their weight loss plateau, and all of a sudden, they have more energy and their sleep improves as well. What if I lose fat too fast? This is actually a really interesting question that I get asked sometimes. The results that we've highlighted today are incredible. If you lose weight too fast, I would suggest taking Metacore every second day rather than every day, and always consult with your doctor. Metacore is an extremely powerful remedy. Even with that in mind, we always want to advise you to lose weight at a healthy, steady pace. Now, I know it can be exciting to see results that you've been waiting on for so long, and then you want to push yourself harder. But it's important to maintain a healthy lifestyle in addition to taking Metacore. and that way you're going to get the best long-term results. Can I get it somewhere else online or at GNC? No. Metacore is only available on this page. It is not available anywhere else, including online or in stores. The one and only place you can get Metacore is on this official website. Currently, we are only doing small production runs of these powerful capsules due to the significant cost to produce the highest, purest quality ingredients of the natural plants found in this supplement. So right now, stock levels are low and demand is high. Make sure you reserve your bottles now while you still can. How many bottles should I order? As you've seen in the studies today, the doctors researching these natural ingredients recommend you take Metacore for at least 90 to 180 days to ensure you reach your desired weight and lock in the results. That's because if you are over 40 years old and more than 10 pounds overweight, Metacore needs enough time to work throughout your entire body to get you back into balance and losing weight. Can you tell me more about the guarantee? I'm confident that Metacore will give you the powerful support you need to address low core temperature, but I also know that no two people's bodies work the exact same way. So a small number of people might find it doesn't give them all the benefits they were looking for. That's why every single bottle of Metacore comes with my personal 60-day 100% money-back guarantee. If for any reason you're unsatisfied with your results, you can just return what you haven't used for a full, no questions asked refund. Will I be billed anything else after I order? Your order today is a one-time payment with no rebills or hidden charges or auto shipping. We dislike those just as much as you do. Should I order now? Absolutely. Remember, we are only offering the special discount pricing below for a limited time. We highly recommend you get at least a 90-day supply. And if you can, a 180-day supply of Metacore will give you optimal results. All orders are a one-time fee with no auto ship. Your order is 100% protected by our 60-day money-back guarantee. So just go ahead and choose your package below and complete your order using our 100% secure and encrypted checkout page.